Hello everybody, Sergeant Chaos here, and today we are having a look at Kona. Yeah, that's really my first look. Never played it. So, let's start a new game. And see what's this about. I didn't even know what type of game it is. So, if it's an horror game or shooter or what the hell is this? Northern Quebec, October
Carl
97.
sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Okay. Let's drive
He had
around.
set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Let's see how fast this thing can go. Not really fast.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
Okay, so what can we do? One empty bottle. That looks pretty inviting. I get the feeling I started up in a horror game, but okay. Well, something. Fire starters. Pinches. That sounds makes me nervous. Are you sure this is not a horror game? I didn't really want to play an horror game right now. So, yeah. Minister, it will be good. Uh-huh. Phone. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a small little boost. Where is that stone?
Hamilton never mentioned a road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
Yeah.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Totally. I'm all with you.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
Oh great, a mine.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
I can't step out. But I won't step out. I want to see that. That's something.
Now wasn't a good time to wander about. Hamilton was still out there. Carl's
Okay.
military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
How many
Now
is...
wasn't a good time to wander
Okay, it
about.
repeats already.
Hamilton was still out there.
Oh, yeah. Youchie. A few moments later.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Oh great, this is survival. Survival horror, maybe? Kona. Here we go. I need trains. Wait, I think it was it Withdraw. Fire. That's just fire starters in here.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
First aid kit.
It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Mm-hmm. That's somehow... Oh.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His life depended on it.
Okay, I maybe should hurry on. Hurry up. Not on. I hope that's the right choice. Don't know if I should have searched more
It was
for...
so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Okay, I can't go further, so... I'm pretty sure I should do something to the truck. When a stress call gets less accurate. Oh, there's a house. Let's check it out. Is this a heat source?
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more, and was now on his way to new adventures.
I have no firewood, so... And he has nothing. Firewood.
The flames won't grow without some help. Other materials were required.
I could try to get up here. Let's try this. Maybe we will die, but maybe not. Maybe not. That wasn't a good sign. No, nothing up here. That was huge waste of
Cold was
time.
burning Carl. He would not hold up much longer. He had to warm himself.
Maybe with a running car? That could be a thing. I mean, I didn't get any wood. I mean, here's wood everywhere, and I have fire starter. So why can I make a can't I make a fire? Is that the thing that I'm confused about? Hello, my car. Carl is in bad shape. He needs to heal his wounds and warm up his body before going any further. Okay, so I don't even know how I get in my inventory. Oh, I found how to run now. That's great. Can't I take a lock of the stick? Oh, I can. That should help. So let's try to find out how to get... I've got a flashlight! That's awful convenient. But...
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Interesting.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen a share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Oh, E for inventory. Alright, alright. Consumables. First aid kit. Now we got there. Okay. Let's run to our car and get off. Get off. Just get out of here. Why is this car so fast? No. I don't even press the accelerator. Alright car, do whatever you want. I ain't seeing anything. That didn't sound good.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes.
Where am I?
The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Okay, alright. Mining people. They're good folks. Come on.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Now let me guess, that's an inconvenient timing for a loading spot? Oh, yeah. Let me guess, convenience store has no drop of gasoline. That's for sure. Can't. Oh.
Monks wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store. Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Let's make a Polaroid of it. Inspect. Did you inspect?
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was
Mr.
going
John
to pay him?
Montreal. What did he say? If he's dead, then what? This place is a mess. Thank you. I wouldn't found it out without your mysterious unbranded cans. Not in the mood for doing maple syrup. Why not? This place is still a mess. No thanks. Too many of those in Korea. Fragile. Oh, matches. Fire starter.
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Mm-hmm.
A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
I love this narrator.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Nothing else to say? There are these maps. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. The general store also serves as a post office for the locals. Quebec, Klondike. Oh no, I won't read all of this. That's a little bit too much. If you open the cash register, punch the price 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times, punch the machine if it doesn't work. Let us try this.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Why? Wait!
According to that log,
customer
it seemed
credit.
like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Carriage key? Two minimum. Sale. Another key. Interesting. Let me guess, the phone is dead.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
You know what,
Carl knew
Hamilton?
that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
You know what, Hamilton? I have a frog in my throat. And when people have a frog in their throat, they do not take the risk by going to work. Customers could catch it, right? I'm a wise man. Not to worry, I will have nice doctor's note, which I'm going out to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop, unless you would like to come fill in for me. I wouldn't dare advise you. After all, you must know how it's done, since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Gills. Okay, that's not turning on. First aid kit. That's neat. There's nothing else turning on right now. Turn switch.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time. The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
That scared me.
Carl was no electrician.
Fixed
He could
generator.
identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Okay, I can't identify it, but we need some kind of thing. That's... Is it in the store? Maybe it's in the garage. I can step over the dead body. Yeah, that's... Okay. I get that. Oh, what happened here? It's a clean spot in there. Hardware? Oh, I've got everything, I think. Oh, the radio works without electricity. That's great. More unbranded cans. Ah, that's... So you can go from the front. Okay.
Something fell to the bottom of the box. The murder weapon.
And a key.
What was that doing there, Carl wondered.
Carl
Hamilton must
wondered.
have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky.
Letter from Hamilton.
Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on.
It is
Clever,
a citizen.
but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
It is as a citizens of Her Majesty and the free economy chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediately help from my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, the Honorable Dash. Okay. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more, leave a like, write a comment, and yeah, if you want to get notified, subscribe, ring the bell, and I will see you in the next video. Sergeant Chaos signing out. Bye.